Hi, guys. Welcome to the very first episode of Sustain Daily Podcasts. This is your host, Ria Sarda. To give you a one line brief about the podcast, it aims to help people, including myself, adopt a more sustainable lifestyle by sharing tips and information about the different alternatives available in India. Now that we're on the subject, what helps me achieve my goals is starting with baby steps. So, for the first episode, I want to share some habits I have developed during this lockdown in order to take a step towards a more sustainable lifestyle. Let's just dive right into it. Number 1, washing my own clothes. I understand that we cannot stop using the washing machine entirely just yet, but I wanted to minimize its use as much as possible. So I started washing my own clothes. It sounds time consuming and like a lot of work, and it could be if you pile them up, which is why I prefer to wash them on a daily basis. Another easy tip to seamlessly integrate this in your routine is to wash them right before you take a bath. It will add an extra 5 to 7 minutes to your bath, but it does help save electricity. And since I've been home, I've literally only worn a pair of shorts and a t shirt for the entirety of the day. So I've only needed to wash 3 to 4 articles of clothing at once. Most of us live with other people who will continue to use the washing machine, and we cannot impose our lifestyle on them, only hope to inspire them. The point is that it will be tempting to fall back into the cycle of using the machine, but try your best to resist that urge. Point number 2, turning off my laptop instead of putting it to sleep. This point takes me back to those IFA Award PSAs, and I distinctly remember Dia Mirza. Wait, was it somebody else? It doesn't matter. So, I think most of us put our laptops to sleep because we always have about 10,000 tabs open. And it's just more convenient, right? I have a solution for the open tabs problem. There is a Chrome extension called Toby. I am going to try to link it down in my description, or you can just search for it. It's TOBY in caps lock. What it essentially does is it allows you to save your open tabs in multiple customizable categories. You can also save an entire session. What that means is that if you're lazy or if you're in a hurry, you can just make a category with all your open tabs instead of organizing all of those tabs in that particular moment. So yeah, shut down your laptops when not in use. Point number 3, one pot meals. As the name suggests, it means cooking your dish in a single vessel. This method of cooking not only helps save time but also helps save resources. Apart from the water and the soap used to wash the extra vessels, you're also saving food. A lot of times when we're cooking, we don't have the time to scrape everything out of one container into the pot or the pan, because chances are that the pot is already on the burning stove. I personally have seen so much oil and butter on one pot that just goes to waste. Since our helper wasn't there, we had to wash our dishes, and that made us more mindful of the amount of utensils and cutleries we used to use not only while cooking but also while eating. So, out of laziness, we all started using less cutlery while eating, and we tried to share plates and reuse as many plates and bowls as possible before we put it in for a wash. Point number 4, maximizing the use of daylight. I think all of our sleep cycles have gone for a toss with this lockdown, and I think half of us are owls. We stay up all night doing whatever it is we are, and we wake up past noon. A, that's horrible for our health. B, we're using double the amount of energy that we normally would have. We need to turn on the lights to function at night. Whether we're reading a book, scrolling on our phone, watching a movie, whatever it is, chances are we're going to leave an indirect dim light turned on at night while our speakers are blasting some music. And we're going to walk to our kitchen, turn on the lights, open the fridge, because we get hungry at night. And it doesn't matter if we have LEDs or whatnot. we still are using more electricity than what we would have if we were following a normal sleeping pattern. When we sleep at 12 am and wake up at 8 am, we do not need to turn on the lights in the morning. And this might not seem like a lot, but we are doing this on a daily basis. So we can save quite a bit of energy if we just fixed our sleeping cycles. I also try to schedule my time consuming activities that require good lighting, like recording a video or being on a video conference for the first half of the day, because I wouldn't need external lighting for those. The sunlight works wonders. Point number 5: carrying my own shopping bags. This is something I've been practicing for the past 9 months or so. I always have multiple carry bags in my backpack when I leave home. I hate single use plastic bags, and a lot of places have already stopped providing them. And since the outbreak of the coronavirus, my family has been extra cautious. So when we did step out to buy essentials or groceries, we made it a point to carry our own bags. I like to have spare bags in my car and every bag of mine just in case. Point number 6: walking to my destination. Disclaimer: I discourage stepping out of your homes unless absolutely necessary. Since I've had more time on my hand and the overall mood has been that of a couch potato, walking helped me in multiple ways. Not only did it help save fuel, it was also great cardio for my inactive body. Activas and scooters have really spoiled most of us. I was so habituated to taking my scooter out for short distances and the car for longer journeys that I completely forgot walking was also an option. Since the lockdown, I started walking to the nearby essential stores and pharmacies when necessary. It serves as a great break from being on my screen the entire day. Now that the streets are quieter than usual, I don't even feel the need to plug in my earphones to listen to music. At the risk of sounding like a Spotify ad, I just want to say, it is relaxing to listen to the natural sounds of birds chirping and the leaves rustling because of the blowing wind. Talking about wind, let's move on to point number 7. Point number 7: not using AC as much. I'm sure all of you would agree when I say Indian summers are deadly. The month of May especially is when we experience the peak of summer here. But it also means that monsoons are hopefully going to come soon. On most days, the afternoons were unbearable, but the nights brought with it cool breeze. So instead of turning on the AC, I resorted to opening all my windows and sleeping with a fan and a thin or no cover up at all. Even my family has been practicing this because the wind really has been refreshing. But there are a couple of windless nights. And on those nights, my family and I pull out our bedspreads and sleep in one room with the AC turned on. Not going to lie, it has been super fun. Now, I also understand that night time is supposed to be our me time. It's probably the only time that we get all to ourselves. So, what my brother does is he chills in his room till the time he's feeling sleepy, and he comes to our room only to sleep, whether it's at 2 or 3 am in the morning. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys have found some, if not all, points valuable. Do let me know if you have any other easy tips. Take care and stay safe.